All right, students, it looks like we are recording. So I have up here first a sketchbook prompt. That would be a good thing to explore in your sketchbook while you're home. So how has the virus impacted you, and what art could you make inspired from that? All right, so let's jump right in here to changes to the portfolio. If you hear noises in the background, those are my dogs. All right, so communication, let's talk about that first. Let's communicate through your email, Remind, or Zoom. You can request a Zoom meeting on the Google Doc that I sent out today, or you can send me a Remind message. I would like to meet with you about once a week and critique your artwork about once a week. We can do that through email, or we can do that live on Zoom. I don't want you to have to learn a whole bunch of new stuff, so I tried Zoom with a bunch of y'all today, and it seemed pretty easy. Okay, so if you are a spring AP student, then you should already be in my Google Classroom. If you are a fall AP student, if you could please join this Google Classroom right here. The link is on the left, and the join code is FEYVO36. I sent that out over Remind today as well, so you should already have that link. Okay, so the way I'm going to be communicating with you, first of all, Remind 101 is important, so please make sure that you have that. If you send me a message over Remind, since you're AP, you have that capability. I usually can respond to those right away because those messages get pushed through to my phone, but messages with pictures don't always work, so just keep that in mind. So to solve that issue, if you'll send me pictures through email, ooh, my PowerPoint's freaking out, hang on. Okay, so my email is karencross@dcsms.org, and that is great for longer communication and critiques. I will check it during normal business hours, so 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, and I will usually respond within 24 hours. All right, next, let's talk about office hours. So what I'm going to be doing, there goes the PowerPoint again, is I will be having office hours well, okay, so my office hours are going to be Tuesday and Thursday. But they'll be digital and they will be at a new time. So usually I have office hours after school. We don't have school right now, so they will be from 11 o'clock a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. And I will send out a Zoom link over Remind on those days so that you can just pop in, talk to me for a minute if you need to, and you can pop right back out. And I will just be there available for you if you have any questions or want to show me something that you're working on. Okay, so let's talk about the changes. The new portfolio requirements are much less, so this is good news. You only have to have 10 digital works by 5/20. So that takes a lot of pressure off of most of us. The deadline's extended and the amount of pieces they're looking for is less. Over here on the left, I have some dates, just the best I could come up with based on the information I've been given. So right now you're going to be home until April 17th. Whether or not they're going to close anything is going to be decided that day before. So if we are continuing to stay home, we will find out on the 16th, right before that Friday. School is supposed to resume at on April 20th at this point. Right now, it looks like Senior Awards Night is still May 7th, but that may get canceled. I think the normal day for seniors to stop going to school is the 15th of May. So go ahead and tell yourself that that's your mental deadline for AP. That way you're not caught up in graduation and finals and things like that while you're trying to finish your portfolio. So even though the AP portfolio is extended way past the usual deadline, go ahead and tell yourself to have everything done by the middle of May. I need your AP artwork and writing by May 20th, and I will be finalizing all digital submissions by the 24th. So please make sure that no matter what you're doing for the summer or no matter what's going on with this virus, that you're available May 20th through May 24th for contact. What I will do is I will work on seniors' portfolios first so you can be done with high school, and then I will move on to my juniors and my sophomores and work with everyone like that. All right, so at this point, you only have to have 10 digital images for your concentration, and then your quality has changed as well. So you only have to do 3 quality pieces instead of 5, and we are not sending any physical pieces in. We are just doing digital pieces this year. So that is another thing that makes life a lot easier for all of us and keeps everyone safe. All right, this is the information from the College Board about the portfolios. It's basically everything I've already said. The only thing is if you're doing a 3D portfolio, go ahead and tell yourself that you're doing 6 to 7 pieces, because some of them we can do like 2 views of the same sculpture. So don't try to do 10 sculptures. The deadline is May 26th on their website, but tell yourself that it's May 20th so that we are not waiting to the last minute. And that way I can get your stuff edited online and to you as quickly as possible. Down there is the link if you want to go look at the information yourself, especially if you are taking any other AP courses. All right, then basically you have 13 slots for digital images. So aim for about 13 concentration pieces so that we can curate and choose your best 10. And I want you to have like one really amazing showstopper piece for your quality. So I'll talk about that more in just a minute. All right, so what does this mean for you specifically? I've got basically 3 different groups of students, so hang with me here. If you are taking spring AP, so if you're taking AP art right now, go ahead and continue to make 1 piece a week till we get back in school or until they make some changes on April 17th. When we get back, I will be giving you grades for pieces. I will be giving you I will be giving you grades on reflections. So I'm going to put that on Google Classroom, and then for conferencing. So make sure that you're either emailing me or meeting with me once a week so that we can do like little critiques here and there. Once you get to 12 pieces, make your 13th piece your showstopper piece. So something that's a little bit more detailed, a little bit more ambitious. And that's how we're going to handle that. If you are someone who took AP in the fall, I'm going to split you onto 2 groups. So mentally tell yourself which group are you in. So if you took AP art in the fall, but you did not have enough pieces in December, please aim to have 13 pieces by May 15th. So stay driven, keep working. If you're doing sculpture, tell yourself that you need to have 7 by May 15th, and work on that final piece that you're working on being like a real showstopper piece. That way we can potentially take out 2, but we'll have exactly enough for every single slot in your portfolio online. Okay, then if you're in that second group of students, so people who have basically finished your portfolio and you were just working on some extra pieces because you wanted to fill up all 15 slots, great news, you have enough pieces. So we can take, those of you that have 15, 16, 17 pieces, we can now begin to choose the top 10. And then I would use all my extra time right now just making a really, really ambitious piece, either something that is big, something that is really detailed, or something that you've been wanting to try but you haven't been able to because you've been worried about time. Okay, so some considerations to think about. Do take a lot of pictures, and please email me pictures because everything is digital now. So I'm not sending in any physical pieces. So process pictures, pictures of your revisions, all that kind of stuff is now going to become even more important than it was before. Make sure that when you're working at home that you find a good space to create in, and that you use the supplies, environment, and your family for inspiration and not roadblocks to making art. So I know it's hard to stay motivated at home. I know it's hard to stay focused at home, but please just do your best to overcome those obstacles and just make this the best portfolio that you can. Failure is not an option. All right, so some public service announcements just because I had a lot of free time. Make sure that you're staying socially distant, washing your hands, and when you're in public, not touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Please do keep a healthy lifestyle when you're at home, so don't stay up all night. Make sure that you're sleeping properly. That will only make your art better. If you feel upset, talk to someone. Do not get depressed. Don't let that affect the way that you're creating your artwork. Let it become something that fuels some ideas for some more creativity. If you do not have the supplies that you need, please make arrangements either to order online. Right now, the craft stores are still open, but most of them are delivering for free. You have to pay for the supplies, of course. If there's just something that you absolutely need, I can probably make arrangements to drop it off somewhere for you. So please do not let that become some kind of roadblock to you not being able to make artwork. All right, so if you have any questions about all this information, please message me on Remind 101, email me, it's down there below. You can also visit the school website where I have my website, but most of the information that is going to be posted on that website will be redundant. It will be stuff that I've already sent you on Remind. And so it should be just something for your parents or people in the community that want to see what we're working on. All right, thank you so much, and hope all of you are staying safe.